I just want to be a cool girl. I just want to be popular. I just want to be beautiful and hot. And buying the Lululemon Scuba Zip. Hey there, my handsome and pretty little Cobras, and welcome back to the Cobra's Nest. For those of you who are new, my name is Mignon Cobra, and I make minimalism videos. So today's minimalism video is going to be talking about 5 things that I have recently or was influenced, recently or not, into buying, and I thought I'd share that with you guys because I feel like that's part of the minimalism journey. The things we do buy, things we don't buy. I actually even had one subscriber say, why don't you talk about the things and your thought process that you have bought, you know, kind of like an annual review type of thing. Some of these are actually older than a year. They're actually 2 years old. So I think that would be a good little roundup of very trendy, influential things that I bought as a minimalist, because like I'm only human and I get influenced and your girl loves shopping. So I thought that'd be really fun. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Let's get it. Let's go. Woo! Okay, coming in at number 1, a strong number 1, the Lululemon Scuba Zip. I'm not gonna lie to you guys though, they're so good. Like, they're so good. So I'll give all my thoughts about like pros and cons, like what I think, do I still love it, would I repurchase it, blah, 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 blah. So let's talk about the thought process, because when enough time goes by, you start to know the subconscious reason of why you buy things. What was the true unfulfilled need you were fulfilling? So for the Scuba Zip, now that some time has gone by, I now know what it was that I was trying to fill with the Scuba Zip. I was really trying to be that girl at that time. During my minimalism journey, I really had to declutter my fantasy self in order to be like a good aesthetic minimalist on YouTube. I really had to fill my niche. But like, truth be told, I just want to be a cool girl. I just want to be popular. I just want to be beautiful and hot. And buying the Lululemon Scuba Zip gave me that feeling. It gave me the feeling of like, she's that girl. She goes for a morning run before she goes to work. She like logs into her social media and has a bajillion hearts and likes, and everyone loves her and everyone tells her she's hot and beautiful. That's what I was buying when I was buying the Lululemon Scuba Zip. Now about the product itself, like, is it good? Would I recop it? I have a couple. I want to say I have like 4 or 5 of them. Do I still wear them? I do in the winter because they're really hot. And I do really like them a lot. And they are great for after you come out of the shower. You just want to chill at home. They're not that great for the airport. I really thought I was going to enjoy it at the airport. I don't. My Scubas are too precious and too expensive to wear at the airport. I hate having to wash them after because then like the fleecy softiness goes away. But yeah, I think the Scuba Zips are worth it. They're expensive. So I think you can buy like 1 or 2 in neutral colorway so it'll go with everything. I don't think you need to go off the boat and buy every colorway. I started entering that realm and I wouldn't recommend it because they are expensive. And like, truth be told, you really only do wear your 1 or 2 favorites. So I would recommend getting 1, yes, 100%, because I love me my Scuba Zips, but I really do think like, girl, just 1 or 2, and a neutral colorway, please. Okay, coming in at number 2, Aritzia workout sets. So I still have all of them and I absolutely love them, and I have them in different colorways. You guys probably see them when I go for runs and stuff, or even from my Instagram pics. I love them. I love them. I love them. So the subconscious need I was trying to fill with all of these Aritzia workout sets was like, she has a fit body. And I think that that was part of my recovery because I do struggle with an ED. You guys do see that I do tend to relapse, but then I get better and then da-da-da. But I am in a really good place. Like, truth be told, like, I'm in a really good place. I'm 20 pounds heavier than my most underweight weight. I'm not going to say the weights because I'm not here trying to trigger anybody, but that's a demon that I fight. For me, I just wanted to be fit because at the time I was kind of struggling between like under eating and just like being like very, very thin. And so I just was like, I finally wanted to be in a healthy place where like I could eat what I wanted and I could still feel good for myself. And so for me, I was entering my fitness era. I would have to say that the workout Aritzia sets was like the start of that, where I just wanted to be like that girl. I just wanted to be fit girl. I really just wanted to be fit girl because for the longest time in my ED, all I understood as beautiful was like very thin, the early 2000s thin. And I just wanted to rewire my brain to finally be like, she's beautiful if she's fit. A little muscle, a little tone, a little extra weight, a little fat, like that combo. I needed that. Like, I really, really needed that. And so that's what the Aritzia workout sets represented for me. So now in hindsight, again, I would recommend get some neutral colorways, but my God, you don't need so many. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, you should definitely have a couple. So like when they get stinky and gross, you can like throw it in the wash, but like, you don't need that many colors. I don't know what I was thinking. To be fair, it was part of my year of abundance, so I was gonna go hard. But yeah, I don't think I would buy that many different colorways in hindsight. Yeah. Okay, coming in at number 3, gratitude journal. So that's another trendy influencer thing that I got lured into buying. I got lured into the very beautiful journaling because like prior to that, like I did have a journal. Like I had a journal. I had an agenda. Did I need a gratitude journal? Yes. I did, because the gratitude journal was the thing that kickstart writing something for the sake of gratitude. Prior to that, if it didn't serve a function, if it wasn't productive, if it wasn't related to work, diet, money, it didn't warrant being in my agenda. And so my agenda was filled with like to-do lists, things that were not complete yet, that needed to be complete. It was just like a long laundry list of all the things that I still needed to freaking do. Like, I needed to reach this financial amount by the end of the month. I needed to pay these bills. I needed to hit this weight goal. I needed to and like, there was absolutely no writing of like happiness. Oh, I love my morning coffee. Or, oh, I went to the mall with Will. Like, oh, I had like a little Starbucks. Oh, I bought myself a cute little set from Aritzia. There was none of that in my journals. Such a concept did not exist in my mind. That wasn't the function of journals. Journals were records. Journals were log. Journals were tracking progress. So to have a journal whose only function was to talk about the happy life, I was like, it was so foreign, so crazy. And I was like, once I started journaling, gratitude journaling in the gratitude journal, yeah, it was kind of pricey, $32.99. It changed my life. That was the foundation of how I started finally smiling and laughing on camera. Prior to that, I didn't know how to be happy. If you guys go back and watch my old videos, it's like, the concept of being happy belonged to future Nat and did not belong to present Nat. But my gratitude journal, I wrote about my new Nespresso machine. I wrote about the makeup I put on today. I wrote about my happy relationship. I wrote about being married. I wrote about all my PR packages. I wrote about my subscribers' comments and all the happiness in my life. And it changed my life dramatically. I started gratitude journaling, I want to say somewhere around like 2022, 2023, probably 2023, let's just say. And that's what really inspired my year of abundance, my year of gratitude, my year of happiness, of buying whatever I wanted and being grateful and just being so happy. So I would highly, highly recommend this type of journal. I mean, I don't recommend you go get the gratitude journal, trademarked specifically. They're kind of pricey. They're like $32. Any journal, but just like screenshot the format where it's like, I am gratitude and in the morning, and then again, like I'm gratitude at night. Gratituding twice a day is going to like forever change your life, guys. Like life changing, absolutely life changing. And this comes from somebody who's supposed to be a minimalist and full of gratitude. I didn't know how to be grateful. Okay, coming in at number 4, Labo. So this one has got to be by far the most trendy thing I have bought in a really, really, really long time. And I mean like 10 years plus. So luckily for me, I have been documenting my minimalism journey for the bulk of my minimalism. So I've been a minimalist since 2014 and it is now 2024. So I've been a minimalist for 10 years exact. And 7 of those years have been documented on my YouTube channel. So I have proof. I do not buy into trends. For something like the Stanley Cup trend came and went. The Rhode lippy oils, I mean, I was really tempted, still didn't pull the trigger, came and went. There's so many trends that have happened in this decade that I'm really hard to tempt. Like, I can pat myself on the back and tell you, like, I am hard to tempt. I am stubborn. I am loyal. I'm persistent and I'm disciplined. These trends don't bother me, don't faze me. But I saw a Labubu and I was like, I need that. Like, I need that in my life. And I think part of the allure of Labubu is, I'm actually looking at my Labubu. Let me bring my Labubu in. Okay, so we're going to also talk about these things with my Labubu in the video. Honestly, on a subconscious level, I can definitely... So let's talk about the subconscious level. I do understand why I bought my Labubu on a subconscious level. So for me, it's been a while since I've kind of enjoyed like loving something small and something cute. So I used to have a hamster in China. When I was in med school, I had a little white hamster. And that thing was my Labubu. So I could pour my love into my hamster, feed my hamster, change his toilet, feed it food. Although technically... So his name was Ragnar. I think later on, Will and I were kind of like, we think Ragnar's a Ragnara. So my it of a hamster, I've been misgendering my hamster. It might have been a girl, maybe it's male, I don't know. But anyway, Ragnar was my pride and joy, and I love taking care of Ragnar. So for me, I've always had pets in my life, and currently right now I'm not in a place where I can have a pet. So the Labubu fills in that need of wanting to have a pet. Because literally before Labubu, I was pet sitting Will's cousin's cat, which was also Labubu. Literally, its name was Boo Boo. So in Chinese, like la is like the. So Labubu was the cat we were taking care of. It was like this gray old cat, and I loved singing like Labubu to it. So when I saw the Labubu thing come up on my algorithm, because we gave back Boo Boo back to Will's cousin, and I had like a huge empty void because I'm always surrounded by pets. I need to have a pet in my life. So for me, this thing gives me that same feeling. Because like my hamster didn't talk. It was just on my desk while I did work. So the Labubu is my pet in my mind. And so for me, it's like I carry it everywhere. I know it's like super weird, but I know that's the emotional need this thing is filling. It's filling the pet need. So for me, this is my pet. I know it's inanimate. I know. My hamster didn't talk either. That's also like close to inanimate. So that's what the emotional need was this. Like I wanted a pet. I wanted to be happy. And to be fair, I think on a deeper level, I've been kind of getting fatigued of the minimalism lifestyle. I've done a good job of sticking to core minimalism for the past decade. Like I've been a good minimalist, okay guys? Like I've done my freaking best. But I think somewhere recently, something inside of me, especially with this low buy, a lot of things have just been snapping and cracking in my minimalism facade. So I'm thinking maybe I just like need like another minimalism break again or something. I don't even know what it is. But my point is, I started to kind of feel like maybe I'm just like tired of extreme minimalism. I'm tired of constantly needing to be within the boxes of minimalism. And I think for me, the Labubu was something that there's nothing minimalistic about the Labubu. The Labubu is maximalism extreme. Like maximalism, like she's wearing a Chanel outfit. She has a Chanel baggie. She's wearing one of my PR package necklaces. I even got my Labubu a Labubu. Like she has Dada, the Labubu. I don't know, it's like not showing. Like I just went hard and I was like super maximalist with my Labubu. I gave soy milk from the original Exciting Macaroon series, a Labubu from the Dada series. It just felt so nice to be part of a community that was not like minimalism. So this is probably one of the first minimal or anti-minimalism, or I guess maximalist things that I've like allowed to enjoy, like myself to enjoy. Like even like the beautiful ribbons here, it's just like, so it could just be a reaction to that. Like I don't know what it was, but that's what I think was the subconscious level of why the Labubu hit me so freaking hard. I would love to tell you it's because it's just so freaking cute, but I think it runs deeper than that. It's definitely very cute. Like I mean, obviously on an obvious level, like it's adorable, super freaking cute, but on an emotional level, I think it was filling like an emotional need. So the last fifth thing was the Chanel makeup. So that's something that I kind of got influenced into buying. So yeah, let's talk Chanel makeup. So I have mentioned in previous videos that Chanel is one of those like elusive things I couldn't let myself buy because of my experience as a kid. I think it was grade 8 and I had some money saved up. I think all of my money, I think it was $80 total. And I bought myself a Chanel powder. And my mom was like, oh my God, like what have you done? She forced me to return it and fought the lady at the thing because Chanel is non-refundable. She fought the lady to return my money. So I just have like trauma over it. My mind was like, Chanel is for other people, Chanel is not for me. And so because of that, I never ended up becoming a Chanel fan because of the trauma. But I recently, because of like influences from She's French really likes Chanel stuff, and I feel really close to She's French. So seeing like She's French like really enjoy and like live her best life with Chanel made me feel like not like afraid anymore, that like I too could enjoy like feeling my best life with things that I had wanted as a kid. Like this was healing childhood Nat. I was like, ooh, I could be a Chanel girly too. Because honestly, for the longest time, I was like, I don't deserve to be a Chanel girly. But yeah, so I've been like enjoying buying Chanel stuff because it makes me feel close to She's French, because it just gives us something to talk about. And I'm in a place where I want to have connections with other people, and I just feel like that just makes us close. Not saying that like the only reason like we're friends is because we talk about Chanel. That's not it. But it's just nice to have something in common with somebody else, and that's really like made me feel like really happy. The other thing is, it also like buying Chanel stuff for me is like in my mind the top of the totem pole for makeup, and I've always been a big advocate for buy less or buy the best. And so for me, when I buy Chanel, it really calls me not wasting, but like, so for example, like I don't really buy a lot of drugstore, and I have not bought a lot of drugstore for a really long time, and it actually comes out cheaper to just buy the one Chanel thing that I want. Because in addition to this, I also learned from my project panning, it takes a really long time to finish these products. Like if you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna only have one Chanel thing and I'll finish it in a couple months, they take a really long time. Somebody who's actually truly given like project panning an honest go. I did project pan for 2 years, documented it on my YouTube channel. These products take forever to finish. So because of that, I've learned I can afford the cost per wear ratio of buying designer makeup. And designer makeup comes out cheaper in the long run because it takes up so long to use, and I'm using something good from the get-go. Not using something good. I'm enjoying the aesthetic of the thing that I wanted in the first place, that I don't need to go out and buy the dupe. I have bought dupes of makeup and they never scratch the itch. So I was like, I'm in a financial position where if I don't buy all those other things and I just buy the one thing that I want, it'll satisfy me. And I learned this with the Uggs situation. I know you guys have heard the story and you're tired of hearing the story. I bought like 5 freaking Ugg scruffettes before I finally bought the one scruffette. Would have been cheaper, would have been so much cheaper if I had just bought the damn thing in the first place. And it wasn't until I bought the damn thing that I was finally satisfied. So for me, the Chanel makeup is just one of those things that I buy confidently now, because I've had so many life experiences with other products. I know that I'm not happy putting on, because the thing is, drugstore and designer makeup, they're made in the same place. So this is not a product issue. They smell almost the exact same, or at the very least the consistency is the same. I watched a documentary, something along the lines of like, especially because I was deep into Project Pan, they are made in the same place. And I think the designer version, the one that's like shipped out, that one they just put perfume in it. So it's like actually almost the exact same product. So you're really just paying for the brand. And for me, I have found, because this is what works for me, I'm not advocating for other people to live how I live. I'm just sharing my own life experiences. For me personally, I have found in my journey that I'm most satisfied if I just buy the thing that I want, even if I cut from other areas to be able to afford that. Hence why I always advocate for less but the best, because that's what has worked for me. The dupes never made me feel any better. So yeah, I hope that you guys could have enjoyed this little mini rant video of all the things that I bought and my mindset and all that good stuff, because I like reviewing these. They're helpful, and I hope it can be helpful to anyone else. So comment down below if you were influenced into any of these, and if you agree or disagree with any of my sentiments. I would love to hear it. See my Cobra babies in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.